Hello everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officer Sarah 24/7. As you can see, the whole English medium team is with you here in this particular session just to discuss what to do in the last 1 month of your JIB preparation. So we were getting a lot of queries from the side of banker, like we have 4 subjects, the syllabus are very vast. Each subject have 4 modules, we have to cover the concepts, we have to revise the concepts, we have to prepare for the numericals as well. So what to do and how to do it, that's the queries we are getting from the candidates. That's why the whole JIB English medium team is with all of you to answer your query. So if you feel any kind of doubt in this particular session, do let us know in the comment section. We will be answering there. Okay. So before starting the session, I want to let you know all that I have Niharika ma'am and Vishal sir with me. Welcome to the session, sir and ma'am.
Hi.
So in this particular session, what we are going to do, we are going to discuss the 1 month strategy with all of you, like what should be done and what schedule you have to follow in individual particular subject of yours. So each and every subject we are going to discuss here, and a common strategy will also be there for all of you that will definitely going to help you all. So before starting the session, I request to all of you, do share the session on the Telegram channel, WhatsApp group or Facebook group, wherever you know the bankers are there who are preparing for the JIB October paper. Apart from that, the registration date has been increased from 21st to 27th. So do make sure you register. If because of some reason or technical issue, if you are not able to register till 21st, then do register before 27th. So let's start the session. Before starting the session, these are the important dates that you all have to remember. Like first of all, your first subject will be Indian economy, Indian financial system, and the paper for the same subject will be on 8th of October. So as you can see, this is the dates. On 8th of October, your subject Indian economy, Indian financial system will be there. On 14th, the PPB, principles and practices of banking will be there. On 15th, we will have accounting and financial management. On 29th, you will have retail banking and wealth management. So these are the 4 important dates for all of you, and plan accordingly because there is no gap between the PPB and AFM. So accordingly, you have to plan your preparation. Apart from that, this is the syllabus, just a one go for all of you. I know you already started preparing for your paper. Already you have seen the syllabus already. Maybe you all have covered 1 or 2 units of your subject that you should done till now. So that's what we are going to discuss here. These are the 4 modules in each subject of you. IE have 4 modules. Similarly, the other subjects have 4 modules, and these are the names. So only knowing the names of the modules are not sufficient. Only knowing the names of the topics or units are not sufficient, because what will you have to study in that particular topic is very important. Like, for example, I'm talking Indian economic architecture. So it gives you the idea that we have to study how the Indian economy evolved in the country from before independence, after liberalization, after global financial crisis, after COVID-19 pandemic. All these phases we have to cover in this particular unit. But how much to cover, from where to cover, and how much content you have to study, that is very important. So that's why in every session of ours, we used to tell you that do know your syllabus. That is very important, because now the paper pattern is different that used to be earlier. Now you have to have an in-depth study about each and every topic, about each and every subject. So that's why it's very important you know what is there in the syllabus. So these are your subjects. Now, if I talk about the strategy, what should be done? First of all, I want to ask Vishal sir, if you want to add something here.
Yeah. See, the point over here is we have almost 1.5 months left. Not even 1.5 months, 1 month only, and some 6 days. Yeah. And after that, the exam starts. So once the exam starts, although some papers are late, means like RBWM is on the 29th. So you can a bit delay in this, but for AFM and this IFS, these 2 subjects are the toughest ones, I'll tell you, among in the JIB. RBWM is a scoring subject. You can score there. If you lack somewhere in this AFM or this IFS, you can score there. So focus on these 2 subjects mainly. Okay. And RBWM, you have 2 weeks to study. 80% of the topic is theory and 20% is numericals. Whereas in AFM, it's exactly opposite, right? 60-70% is numericals and 30% is roughly theory over there. So that's why you must focus mainly on these 2 subjects, IF and the AFM. Okay. So yeah, ma'am, you can go ahead now on this.
There is one problem in this examination, that is the PPB examination and the AFM examination. both are gonna be back to back. That means in one particular week you will be in a dilemma which particular subject to choose first and which should we finish. And the point
Yeah.
is both the subjects are lengthy. As sir
Yeah.
said, AFM is a very lengthy subject altogether. We have a lot of practical questions. Even if you want to learn theory, you can learn theory only through the practical part. If you understand the practical concept only, then you can attempt the theory part even. So if you're thinking that we should keep these subjects for the last and have a leap of faith that we'll be doing at the last, we'll be going through the marathons and we'll be done. Please don't have those kind of dreams,
Yeah.
because those dreams will hamper your studies and ultimately will lead to another 6 months of your life to be added just to give the examination again.
Correct. And the point over here is I didn't speak about PPB. But PPB, Amanjot ma'am would be able to tell you 900 pages, na? That book is
Yeah, around
Yes.
950 pages. That's a
950.
huge syllabus.
Yeah, that's what means. That is also can't be taken lightly, man. Means even with RBWM is also similar. 700, roughly 600 pages on an average.
Yeah.
Same
So
with
these all,
AFM, sir. So all
excuse
these
me.
subjects are really difficult and at the same time
Yeah,
they are lengthy as well.
yeah. I think so.
Correct.
They are giving doctorate after JIB. It seems.
That was said
Okay.
by a lot of bankers after they have given the May 2023 paper. Like this is happening.
Yeah. Chalo,
So
let's move
as
on.
as we have discussed, the syllabus is very vast. So we know it will take a lot of time of yours to cover the concept, then revise and do everything. So a lot of bankers have query here: should we prepare for only one or two subjects, and in the next attempt we will go for the next two subjects, because the syllabus is very lengthy and the paper now comparatively became difficult, that we have seen after the syllabus has been changed by the IIBF. And a lot of bankers were asking this query to me also in the paid classes in the YouTube. I have seen the comments that they were asking how we will be able to make it possible. Like if we are covering two subjects in the October paper and two subjects in the May paper. So I will let you know this confusion I want to clear here. Like if you want individual subject to clear, then you have to have a 50 marks in each particular subject. Like if you are thinking about IE, IFS, retail banking, I will clear in the same. In the next, I will go for the other. So 50 marks is required to individual subject. Okay. Then the second condition is if you want to clear overall, then minimum 45 marks is required in each subject. Plus the second condition, overall 50% score should be there. It means out of 400, you have to have 200 marks. So if you have, let's say in the Indian economy, Indian financial system, if you have 45 marks, you are not fail, you are pass. But in which condition? In the other three subjects, if you score such kind of marks, that will give you the overall 50% score. So these are the two conditions you can clear your exam. But I would suggest, as Niharika ma'am also said, do focus on all the four subjects.
Yes.
Because now you have to wait for another 6 months. And apart from that, you will be late for the CIB also. So do not have this strategy in your mind like I will go for only two subjects, in the next attempt I will go for the two subjects. No, prepare for all the four. A lot of bankers are doing that, so why not you can also do that. So this is how you can prepare. Now about the strategy, a common strategy is there. The first point you have to do, learn the concept. As we have said so many times in our session, like the paper is conceptual. Whatever kind of question you can see, whatever, is it a one-liner or case study or statement based question, all needs to understand the concept. So first thing, you have to go with the concept. Second thing, you have to revise that particular concept, because syllabus is lengthy. Theoretical part is very much there in the paper. All the subject have a theoretical part. So you have to revise, so that because of the lack of revision, might be you will facing confusion in the 2 or 3 options of yours. So that's why revision is must. And one more thing I want to add here, when you are doing revision or when you are practicing question, do make sure using elimination method in the questions. Elimination method is nothing, just simply identify which particular option is wrong. Because it's like, I think it's a kind of human tendency, we easily find out the negative thing. So it will be better, like if you are finding out of 4 options, which definitely not going to be there, that's kind of a strategy, simply elimination strategy. So that will help you not to be confused among the options. So learn the concept, revise the concept, then do make sure you are giving proper mock test and the self-evaluation. So why this is important? First of all, mock test here at Adda 24/7, you will find topic wise as well as full length. Both type of mock tests are available just to make you prepare for each and every situation, worst to worst situation. So that will be helping you all. And evaluation is important to identify your weak points and your strong points, so that accordingly before the paper you will be able to work on that. So that's why the third step that you have to follow, mock test and the self-evaluation. And the last step is repeat the sequence. So one more thing I want to add here, these two things are the which bankers actually ignores in the starting of their preparation. They used to think we will do revision at the time of paper, we will give mock test at the time of paper with before 1 week of the paper, we will give the mock test, we will revise the concept, we will have sufficient time. But trust me, you do not have time. PPB, AFM together, there will be paper, no gap is there. Apart from that, Indian economy is there on 8th. So if you are thinking now from 1st of October, I will start revising the concepts and then I will giving the mock test, that's not possible. Because from 1st to 8th, you will be very much into the Indian economy, Indian financial system subject only. If you are trying to cover the PPB revision or AFM, trust me, you won't be able to do that because the subject is lengthy and the paper was very tough in the May 2023. So that's why mentally you will be in the Indian economy, Indian financial system paper until and unless you have given that particular paper. So the other two subjects will definitely going to suffer because after IEIFS, you have only 1 week and two subjects are there.
Yeah. What I would suggest over here is, as ma'am told you, the important point is study something and immediately give the mock test.
Correct.
Suppose if you study something, immediately give the mock test. Don't wait for the end, because the end never comes in your life. Okay, so study it, immediately give it, and then move on to the next one. So what happens? You get the confidence level of where you are, what you have studied, how much knowledge have you gained. So that will be of prime importance to you. Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. So as sir also said that do make sure as you complete your particular unit, give the topic wise mock test. And as you have completed around 40%, or I can say if you have completed one module of your syllabus, now then start giving the mock test, full length mock test also. And in the last, you have to repeat all these 3 steps, nothing else to be there. So you can see this is a very simple strategy that everybody knows. But the thing is we do not follow it. But after following these 3 or 4 steps, definitely you will clear all the 4 subjects of yours. Now, if I talk about question patterns, the question patterns will be there. You can see the first pattern will be one-liner type question will be seen in the paper. The second pattern is statement-based questions are there. Apart from a statement-based question, you can find match the followings will be there. After that, fill in the blanks will be there. And the last pattern will be your case study. So these pattern of questions we have seen in the earlier exams of the IIBF. So this will be the pattern for all of you. Now, if I talk about the marks distribution, so you will have 0.5 mark questions. Then you will have 1 mark question. And then you will have 2 mark question. So this is the distribution of marks and this is the pattern of question that can be asked in every subject. Whether I talk about PPB, IE, IFS, retail banking, AFM, all the subjects will cover these kind of questions only. And trust me, none of this pattern of question is there which you will be able to answer without knowing the in-depth knowledge of a topic. So that's why focus again and again, I'm saying focus on the conceptual understanding. Now, first, I will start with the Indian economy, Indian financial system and PPB. So I will be taking these 2 subjects of you for English medium candidates. Here, I have given you the sequence like how to prepare for your IE, IFS and the PPB. So you can see sequence is just opposite. In Indian economy, Indian financial system, the module C and D covers around 60% part of your paper and the 40% comes from the A and B. First of all, C and D covers your IFS part and A and B covers your Indian economy parts. And Indian financial system actually covers your banking operation like financial product and services, the banking technology. This will be the part of your IFS. So when you are covering IFS, Indian financial system, it is related to your banking operation, but not such kind of banking operation which you are performing. But you have heard about it and that you have to study in the theoretical form. So the C and D have a 60% weightage. So focus on this more. And the A and B have a 40% weightage. A and B module are kind of a module which covers the history, the evolution, or we can say the transformation of the economy or the banking system. Apart from that, we can say it has a theoretical data also. Like you have to remember the data, what used to be the contribution of India at the time of independence, after COVID-19, these kinds of data you have to remember. So that's why that is I can say indirectly related to your banking system, because indirectly or directly, I can say you all are somehow affecting the economy, because the decision banks take, the performance of the bank definitely impact all the sectors of the economy. So that's why this Indian economy is very much important for all of you to know what is it and how it's impact. But the more part of your banking system is in the IFS. So that's why the weightage will be here more. Now, if I talk about the PPB, A and B covers your 60% portion, and the C and D have 40%, just opposite. A and B will be the more questions. You can find more questions. And trust me, if I talk about PPB subject, then there are total 55 units. Out of the 55 units, only A module will have how much units? 21 units. And A and B covers around 41 units. So you can see out of 55, 41 units are there in the two subject, in the two modules of you. It's very obvious. That's why they are having a 60% weightage. Similar goes with the IEIFS also, because C and D cover maximum units. If I talk about IEIFS, there are 45 units. Out of 45, C and D will be covering from 20 to 45, because 19 units are there in the A and B only. So this is the sequence, and that's how you have to focus more for the subject. Then the same thing, learn the concept, revise the concept, give the test, do the self-evaluation, repeat for both the subjects, or I can say for all the subjects. And do make sure you, when you are doing the mock test practice or when you are revising the concept, find out which are the topics which you are finding difficult. If you are finding a certain chapter difficult, we are having second and fourth Saturday. On second and fourth Saturday, we are having doubt sessions. These doubt sessions were introduced in the batches just because the reason a lot of bankers were joining the sessions, were watching the sessions recorded, and they were not able to ask their doubts. So somehow when you are not able to ask your doubt, your interest, or I can say your connection with the topic, somehow missing. So that's why do make sure whenever you are giving mock test, revising the concept, do write it down, that so that you will be asking the questions in the doubt session. Apart from that, mock test and self-evaluation plays a very important role to identify which topic, which module you are good in. Let's say maybe possible you are good in the module A and B, but that's not going to give you a higher score. So you have to focus more on the C and D. How you will find out that? By giving the mock test of topic wise as well as the full length. Because then you will find I am not good in the capital market chapter, I am not good in the merchant banking chapter, but the merchant banking chapter have asked around 4 to 5 questions in the May 2023 paper. So accordingly, you have to plan for yourself, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, and why mock test is also important, because as we have told you that minimum 45 score is required in each subject, but overall 50% is required. It means 200. So if you are weak in a particular subject, just target that you will qualify the minimum marks, and the subjects which you are better in, you can score overall marks from that particular subject. But for that, you have to be experienced. By giving just one mock test, you cannot decide that I will be scoring 70 marks in the Indian economy, or I will be scoring 45 marks in the PPB. That requires time, that requires experience. For that, you have to give multiple mock tests. That is definitely going to help you. So this is what I wanted to tell you all about Indian economy PPB. Now, I will move to the AFM. So Niharika ma'am, will you please guide us?
Sure, ma'am. When we talk about AFM, now as per the new syllabus, now there is a good part that they have done. The syllabus is that way only, then the way it is supposed to be done. First of all, you should do module A, because module A is the basics. Then we have module B, which is followed by module A. First of all, without module A, you cannot do the module B. So basically, A is the source. Then C has got a part of maths as well as parts of accounting area. So C is a very scoring one and one of the most important ones, because there are numerical case studies and many more questions are made exclusively from the C. So I would say C is a very, very important module for you. And in the D module, you have got costing, you have got income tax, and you have got GST. So there, the D portion is separate from A, B, and C. For D, you don't need the basics of ABC, but this is the new topic that has been added, so it cannot be left out, because D module has become really lengthy because of the topics that have been added. So the few things that you have to see is, number one, practice numericals. Don't be someone who thinks that I just want to do the theory part. You should focus on the practical part, Because if you know the practical part only, then you can do the questions there. Because now they have started asking questions which are practical based. So if you understand practical only, then you will be able to answer the conceptual theory question, right? So that brings the clarity to understand difficult theory questions as well. And don't forget to go for the mock test. Now we have given you a lot of tests for practice. Rather, we also give you a lot of questions. You also find the questions on our YT sessions as well. The marathons have already been there with you. So you have got a lot of things to focus upon. So make sure you are actually working hard, because without putting extra hard work, I don't think you can good score at least 40 to 50 marks in AFM, to be very frank, because you'll have to put an extra effort. Without that, the numerical portions can never be done. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much, Niharika ma'am. So as Niharika ma'am said, that numericals plays a very important role, and she has written very carefully here that you have to focus on the numericals, you have to focus on the practical part of your AFM. So what you have to do, make sure. So many candidates I have also seen in the Telegram channel, they used to say that do give us the numerical practice and all, but without knowing the theory, you won't be able to cover the numerical part also. So you have to have the conceptual understanding. After that, you will be able to perform the numerical. So you will be able to practice the numerical or answer the question. So that is very much important. Now, I would request to Vishal sir, if you want to add something in this particular subject.
In AFM, I would always suggest on focus here. Generally, the paper is mainly 70% on the numericals. Generally, that is a pattern. So you have to practice, practice, and practice numericals. But as ma'am told you earlier, that without theory, it's not possible. Just you can't mug up the numericals. You have to be conceptually clear, and then only you can focus on this. Number one. Number two, regarding AFM, the point is practicality. Nowadays, the questions are not theoretical based. They are practically asked whatever comes in your branch as a loan. So those numericals are many a times more, because that's what is I've seen in the last patterns also. So these are the 2 points we should add it over here, and then I'll add it to RBWM now. We can shift to RBWM, ma'am.
Yeah. But before that, Niharika ma'am, thank you so much. After having a throat infection, you
Yeah,
here with us. So you have a class now. So
Thank
I
you.
think you can leave here. And thank you so much for the session.
Thank you.
So if
yeah.
you have
Thank
any
you.
other doubt about the AFM subject, now you can ask in the comment section. Niharika
Yeah,
ma'am will check that and answer there. Okay. Now let's move to the
yeah.
retail banking. So Vishal sir, over to you.
Here, RBWM is firstly remember it's a scoring subject. Whatever you lose in AFM or in this IFS, you'll score it in RBWM. Now, because here, majority I'll tell you 70 to 75%, in fact 80%, it's a theory subject. Okay, and majority of these parts you see in your daily banking. Whatever you do in the branch, majority of that is there. Okay, only the point over here is here it's a conceptual clarity of that subject. So if you look at the modules also, look at the module A, retail banking, it's an introduction. Okay, I won't go into details now because many of you might have already started the studies, you know it. It's an introduction. Second is introduction means what is the role, what is the place over here. Second is the retail products. So all the products are assets and liabilities, various products which we give. Okay, including those home loans, personal loans, everything. The details are there. Then module C, support services. So marketing is this subject. I'll tell you module C. Nowadays they are asking you around 20 to 25% or 25 marks in this subject, module C. Why? Because marketing and sales have become the prime importance in the banking nowadays. If you all guys might have experienced it. Daily you have that insurance sale. Daily, every banker has that insurance sale. So that's why this has become a prime importance part. D is wealth management. Now look at this. D means wealth management means as you have seen in the AFM, tax planning. So some part of the tax planning will be over here also. Now, one good thing I'll tell you about RBWM is if you look at the retail products and recovery, you have the similar products in PPB also, right? If you look at the wealth management, you have a similar topic in AFM also, some topic, not full, but that gives you a confidence. So that's why I said RBWM is a scoring subject. And last part, they have added additional reading on housing loans. Now, what is that housing loans? Basically, see here, all the banks are now focusing on housing loans because that safest loan. So that's why you have in detail study about these housing loans. You'll get around 20 marks questions over here on housing loans. Huh? So this is the one which you should always follow. This sequence only you should follow. A B C D only. No particular different sequence in RBWM. Follow A B C D only. Okay. And to follow what to be focused on. So let's go to the next slide. I'm having the next slide also. Here in the next slide, as I told you, see this. Follow always on the concept clarity. If your concepts are clear, now I'm not talking of RBWM only over here. I'm talking of all the subjects. Concept clarity is a must for including all the subjects now. Practice the numericals. Numericals are mainly there in your AFM and your RBWM. RBWM also you have roughly 20 to 25 marks numericals. Okay.
Even sir,
So
in IEIF, it's not that much,
Achha.
around 4 to 5
Okay.
questions we can see on the numericals.
Okay. So this is the third part now. So in IFS also you have the same numericals. Try to solve as many papers as possible. So for that, what can you do? You can't solve it at the end of your paper, of your studies. Okay. That's what I told you earlier, that once you do some studies, immediately solve the numerical or solve the paper. Immediately, same day. It'll take hardly 10 minutes, but you'll solve it. So that gives you a confidence where you are. And very importantly, regarding the numericals, get used to your Kelsey. This is the practical problem I've seen in the exam. I purchase a new Kelsey and then I don't know what the functions are. Do not do that. Follow that Kelsey only where which you have practiced. This is a practical application which I have seen. So these are the basic strategies to RBWM. And again, I'm telling you, it's a scoring subject. Whatever you lose in AFM or this IFS, you can score it in RBWM. Okay? Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the overall strategy we have given you for all the subjects. As you can see, AFM retail bankings are written individually also, that almost 30% will be from the
numericals. Numericals is an important part in this. AFM will be more than that, but RBWM around 30%. Yeah.
AFM have around 70 for the numericals, and in the RBWM you have 30% of the numericals. Now the certain queries we have received from the bankers, that is first, how many questions are asked? So Vishal sir, can you guide us for this?
Surely. Sure. Questions roughly there are 120 questions in the paper. Out of that, roughly 70 questions to 80 questions, 70 to 75 are of half mark. Generally, 70 questions of half mark. Generally, I'm talking 30 questions of 1 mark. Okay, so it becomes this 30, and then remaining 20 marks, there'll be 2 marks questions. Generally, that is the pattern. 35 plus that remaining 30 questions over there means you can count it around 40 marks, half mark question, remaining 20, 30 marks, 1 mark question, and remaining 30 marks around 2 marks question. This is the pattern generally followed. Now, second question I'm seeing is numericals. Okay. How many numericals are there? Already I've told you, in AFM you have majority. In this RBWM around 20. Okay. So yeah. Should I ignore this 1 mark question? Never, because 1 mark question is a must. Okay. That is like the scoring. Right? One means that is a one single run in the match which we play. Time management is very important over here. In time management, you have to follow the timeline strictly because you have very less time now. Study in the morning, study at the end, in the end, wherever you can, but do study definitely. Can at that 24/7 help you? So definitely Amanjot ma'am will be telling you better now in this. Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So as the second question is asking numerical, I can tell you that the PPB have working capital numericals, but max to max 3, not more than 3 can be seen there. In IEIFS, the GDP chapter, the union budget, the insurance chapter, apart from that, inflation even have a numerical questions. So around 4 to 5 questions can be seen numerical from IEIFS. AFM, as sir and ma'am told you, 70% will be numerical, and retail banking 30% will be numerical. So this is the portion of numerical that you have to give for the individual subject. Now, how Adda 24/7 will help you? So first of all, you have to download the application. After downloading the application, you will find a particular page. That's the home page of the application here. Go to the JIB CIB section and click on the JIB October 2023. You will find all the things which is required to clear the JIB paper. If you want, you can go with the individual batch. If you want, you can go with the Mahapack also. Now in the Mahapack, one important thing is there that the special 3 months validity Mahapack we have launched just only for the JIB October 2023. So how to enroll? The process to enroll will be same. Just click on the product. First of all, do check the offerings. There are these offerings, like you will get live classes, you will get test series, you will get ebooks, you will get video courses, mini marathon, Maha marathon, everything will be available in the Mahapacks. Okay. Apart from that, check the validity, what validity you want to enroll in, 3 months, 12 months, or 6 months. And if you want to check what kind of mock test will be available, just click on the test series. You will find here the topic wise as well as full length will be available. You can see the JIB AFM mock tests are available, PPB mock tests are available. Similarly, IE, IFS mock tests available, retail banking available. Apart from that, that JIB prime test will be the full length mock test of the JIB that is also available. So accordingly, whatever Mahapack you will enroll in, you will find these particular mock tests will be there. Ebooks list will be also available. You can check here. And recording will be available 24/7. Whenever you feel you are free, you can check the video. Unlimited number of times you can watch that particular video till your validity. And if you find any kind of doubt or any kind of issue at the time of enrollment, you can call on this number and you can ask your query. Now, to enroll, just click on the buy now option, and whatever code will be here in front of you, you can apply that particular code right now. You can see Moon 77 is there, that is providing you 77% discount. But for 1% additional discount, I would suggest that purchase from the application, because there you will find the coins. So this amount you do not have to pay. 1% additional discount will be available if you purchase from the application. And this is how you can enroll in the Mahapack. The same way you can enroll in the individual batch also. Clear? So if you still have any query, you can ask in the comment section. We will definitely be checking that comment and answering you. And this is all about us, that we wanted to tell you all how to prepare, what to do. So do make sure, be very calm regarding your preparation. Do learn the concept, do revise the concept, give the practice test, do evaluate yourself, analyze yourself, and then repeat these 3 steps. Nothing else you have to do. The important thing is that, the time management, that as sir said, early morning, late evening, wherever you find time, do make sure you use that time. And you have a lot of multiple methods to use your time. You can watch recording. You can watch, if you are in a bank, there is no customer in the bank, you are not able to watch the video. You can open the ebooks, you can open the PDF, you can read from there. So multiple ways are available for all of you to know how much you are scoring or how better your performance is going on. So do use each and every option you have to prepare for the paper. So Vishal, you want to add something here?
Sure, everyone, I'll just add a last sentence over here. It's a do or die situation, or it's called as now or never. Either you study now or your studies never happen. If you start giving reasons, studies will never happen. Okay, so start immediately, join the classes, and you'll definitely clear it. Chalo, bye from my side.
Thank you so much, sir. And one last thing I want to add here, that is, a lot of bankers we have seen, they were saying that if I started a month ago, I would have cleared this particular paper, because I only left, I failed only because of 1 mark or 2 mark. So do not do this kind of mistake. Do start preparation early, so that in the end you do not have to say, gosh, I would have started preparation early. So do make sure start early. I hope you have already done. If you haven't done, now you have to put double efforts in the paper, in the practice and the revision also. So that's all from our side. Thank you all everyone for joining the session. Last but not the least, do not forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. Take care and thank you. Thank you, sir.